For today, I'm going to use a legacy camera just to show you that you can YouTube on just about anything. When you got your Amazfit GTR 4 or your Amazfit GT4 or Mini or whatever you have, you should have downloaded the Zepp app. So when you open the Zepp app comes laid out with different tiles already configured, and I've already changed mine, so they're going to be different than yours. But what I'll show you is how you can change those around. If you're not happy with the order of things as you see in the first page, or if you don't like what's on there, you can go to the very bottom and there's a edit the data card. And when you edit the data card, there's what I call above the line and below the line. Anything above this do not display on the homepage line, anything above that gets displayed. And then to change the order of these things, you just push and hold, and then they float back and forth and you can kind of move them around. If there's something you don't care about, like pi, I don't really care about chasing down pi for the rest of my life. So I just put pi below the line and it's not on there. My watch doesn't do body temperature. I don't have the ability to do Zepp Coach. AI sleep melodies, I don't use those. Sleep breathing quality, could care less. Cycles, ECG, none of that stuff works on my watch. So I just put it below the line, get rid of it. And then you hit save. And then what I like is these My Tools at the top, and you can actually change the My Tools. Same thing. You have more tools below here. You could put up above the line or below the line and they show up or don't show up. And you can change the order of them. But I like having my tools. I like having running, walking, cycling, watch faces, incoming calls, app alerts, vibration, and targeting. Those things at a quick touch makes it a lot simpler to do certain things on this. First thing I want to know is how many steps do I have and how many calories have I burned? Let's jump off of this page for a second. Let me show you how to set some of your goals, because you may have just breezed through that when you set up your watch, not paying attention. You go over to this one icon, it says Profile. You click Profile. You'll see either your face or an icon that represents you that you've put in there from before. And then basically you go to My Goals. This is where you can tell the app how many steps you want to shoot for as a goal, how many calories you want to burn. Now, these calories is a little confusing because it's like, is that how many calories I'm supposed to eat? How many calories I'm supposed to burn? It's actually your active calories. So let's jump out of here. Let me show you where that relates to. So if you go back over here to the main page, you see this one section that says calories. This is active consumption. Now, just laying on the couch, being alive, you're going to burn a couple thousand calories or 1,500 calories or however many calories per day just by having a heartbeat and a metabolism. What this calories is talking about is you getting up from your chair, walking into the kitchen, going up and down the stairs, walking to the mailbox, those types of calories, active movement calories. Now, when you do exercise, it measures those calories and adds that to the cumulative calories active consumption tile. So you go over here now to the profile and you say, I don't know, how many calories should I burn in a day? Well, you kind of play that by ear. I noticed that just walking around, moving and doing my job, I burn about 225 to 270 calories just by doing what I do every day. Let's just say 300. And then I noticed when I do a 30 to 40 minute walk, I burn about 2 to 250 calories. So I said, you know what? I think for my goals, I'm going to make this now 500 calories. So if I do exercise and my job throughout one day, I should burn about 500 calories. You hit OK. And it says, all right, your calorie goal is 500 and your target sleep hours, because not everybody sleeps the same. Some people do 8 hours, some people do 10 hours, some people do 6 hours. I put mine at 7 because, I'd like to sleep 7 hours. I know I sleep 6.5, but I'm going to target 7. And steps, I don't know that matters all that much. They say 8 to 10,000 steps a day is a healthy lifestyle, but it's not always a guarantee. So I just put 9,000 steps. I seem to be able to do that. If I take a walk every day and I do my normal activity, I usually ring up around between 8 and 10,000 steps. So those are my goals, and that's how you set them. And then when you go back over to the main page, you can see here that you have your calories, and it'll say average calorie consumption for the last 7 days is 286 or 266. I haven't been that busy. I've been sick with a cold, so I haven't been doing too much. So what you want to do is go in here and just keep track of your calories as you burn them. And you'll know throughout the day how many calories you've burned, and what it feeds into. Like my calories feeds over to Apple Health. So let's go to Health. This is Apple, so not everybody's the same. I think if you have like an Android device, you'd use the Google Fit app or whatever it is. But you can see my calories, not my active energy. Yeah, my active calories is 123 today. And let's go back over here and see if that's right. 123. Yeah, it's feeding right over to Apple Health. Now, where that matters is when I go over here to my dietary food tracker, it tells me at the very bottom there's 123 calories. So that kind of makes a full circle, goes to this food tracker, tells them that I've had 123 calories. Now, I don't offset my calories to my active calories. So let me explain. If I have 1,500 calories as a budgetary calorie amount for my daily diet, if I have 123 calories burned, but I know I pretty much sat around the house, walked in and out to the garage, I took the trash out, I didn't do a whole lot, I won't give myself credit for those activity calories because I just don't. But if I take a walk and I look down and my walk gave me like 250 calories, I'll do like 150 calories towards food. And what that means is you have a calorie count maybe with your calories that you're watching, and mine's 1,850 a day. I've eaten 446 so far today. What you can do is when you exercise, you can say, well, I took a pretty good walk. I got up a good sweat. I was breathing good. I burnt some calories, so I can afford a little bit extra food today. So if I'm hungry around the end of the day, I'll eat a few, extra calories and it won't hurt me too bad. So it's really all personal preference. I'm not giving like dietary advice at all right here. This is just something that I do. But let's get back into the Zepp app. So you've got your front page, you've got your pains, and you've got your different things. And I like to go through and have my tools at the top, my steps and calories next on the list. And then I like to have my activities, and it shows me my walks, how far I walked, how much time it took, how many calories I burned. And you can see right here in your walk, I had a split walk yesterday because I accidentally hit pause or stop in my workout. So I have two walks next to each other, but it was actually one walk. But just for an example, if you did, like you can see the data down here, if you did a 21-minute walk and you averaged 3.85 miles an hour and your heart rate was between 103 and 119, you're going to burn about 160 calories. So if this was my exercise yesterday, I might knock off 100 calories or add 100 calories to my diet to enable me to have a little extra fuel and food throughout the day. So just something to consider. Exercise status, I don't really pay attention to this one much. It talks about training load and VO2 max. I'm not really intense these days. I'm going to start getting there, so hopefully this stuff will matter more to me. And then this is my sleep analysis pain. Now, all of these pains you can touch and deep dive into the data. But this is like little blocks of like summary. And so it says today or last night I slept pretty good. I had, some light sleep going down through the middle. I've got some deep sleep on the bottom and some REM on top, or some variation of that. If you go in here, you can actually see your REM to deep sleep breakdown. You have deep and REM. I had a pretty good night of REM. And then this gives you your pulse. You can set your pulse checker to either every 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes. I think I have mine set to every 10 minutes. And my average heart rate over the whole day is 64 beats, which I think is pretty good. And then O2 level rides at about 98, 99 range all the time. And then this tells you that you're overweight and your BMI is increased. I've actually gained a few pounds over the last couple of days. And then blood pressure, my watch doesn't check blood pressure, but I have to keep an eye on it because I have had some blood pressure issues in the last few months. So I just kind of manually put it in there. So I keep track of my blood pressure and keep it at least on the forefront of my brain. But really, that's it. That's my front page here. And I just wanted to show you guys how to set some goals back here to adjust your watch. So when it shows you where you're at on your steps or where you're at on your calories, you'll know what those numbers mean at that point. So hopefully that was helpful. If you guys want to see something in particular, or if there's something specific you want to cover in the watch, let me know. There's a lot of settings and a lot of things you can do here. As far as the battery update on my battery settings from the last video, I got 8 days down to 15% on my last charge. And now I wasn't real active, didn't do a lot of walks, didn't use GPS or audio that much, but I did use it a few times, but I was able to squeeze out 8 days, which is pretty darn good. If I can get a week, like I say, Sunday to Sunday, charge it every Sunday night, I'm golden. I'm loving it. Oh, The camera that I'm using today is a Sony NEX3. You can get these for about $150 on eBay. It is an APS-C sensor. It is nothing special. I was digging out my supply closet and I was cleaning some stuff and I found this camera and I set it up on the tripod and I said, I'm going to shoot off a YouTube video just to show people that even these old cameras can still do it. But anyway, hope you guys had a great holiday. Everybody celebrating Christmas, Merry Christmas. And let me know in the comments below what you want to know about the Amazfit watch. And any other comments are welcome. Please like and subscribe. Talk to you soon. Later.